Today, I want to talk about 5 tips to help you be a better builder. Also, if you like this video at any point, make sure you hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. The first tip that I'm going to show you is palettes. Palettes consist of what blocks you're using, also the type of colors of blocks that you're using, because some blocks are better suited for each other than others are. Someone who shows off a lot with palettes and color is AffilliateMC. He is a friend of the channel, a great builder in his own right, but he has like an amazing video on color theory that I'll post in the description down below or put up in the card right now. Go check him out, show him some love. But yeah, his color theory video is really good. Definitely a watch that everyone should have. Now, going back to palettes, what I mean by that again is the types of blocks that are using. They are usually blocks that go well together and they have a very nice contrasting tone. These do not have to be just building blocks. They could be something like this pane of light gray glass, but all these blocks will go together to make a really stylized build that feels a little bit more cohesive. Now, you can come up with your own block palettes if you would like, but if you struggle with color like I do, you can definitely use this website called blockpalettes.com. It is a wonderful website that's already been updated to 1.19, so definitely go check it out. They have some wonderful block palettes over there that you can use in your own builds. That's a wonderful tool if you're a builder and you just need some inspiration. The second tip to have some better builds is to think about the size of the build that you want. Now, for me, I like to do relatively small builds that can kind of connect into bigger ones, but I like to stick to the rule of 3 or 5, or at least sticking with odd numbers. So for example, this first layout here is a 3x3 on the inside and a 5x5 on the outside. You can see with the spruce block here, we go 1, 2, space here for 3, 4, and 5. And this would make a really nice build if we build it up and add a nice point. But the odd number allows it all to kind of meet in the center. And if you're going to be adding a roof to this, we're going to talk about roofs later, definitely a great way to stick around. But you don't have to stick small like this. You can build it up a little bit as well. This is a 5x5, but as long as you are sticking to odd numbers, the size pretty much goes together really well. Again, you can build this up any way you want, and it's going to go together no matter what. So for a point of reference, here is a little bit of a graphic to give you an idea. So as long as you are sticking with the odd numbers, whether it's 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, if even 13, they're going to help your builds be a little bit more manageable and cohesive and just go together in a much better way. But again, these are just 5 tips that I have. You don't have to use them, but if you do, leave a like if you want, if you like them. My third tip for having better builds is texture. Now here I have a very simple 7x7 build of the block palette we used before, that one over there. I just used the spruce logs, stone bricks, and I just added a door on it. It's not looking too bad, but it's also pretty flat. But if I add some texture to it like this, it adds a whole new dimension to the build. It's still relatively flat because I didn't change anything else, but I added a mixture of cracked stone bricks, andesite, and cobblestone. I can even add some regular stone in here, and it's gonna make the build look a little bit nicer and not as kind of plain Jane. So texture is definitely one of my favorite things. The fourth tip that I'm going to tell you about to have better builds in Minecraft is roofs. Now, if you've been subscribed to my channel, you probably have seen this video where I did a whole video of 11 different roof designs. So I'm going to put that in the card up in the top right corner right now, and also in the description down below. I'm not going to talk about it a whole lot right now, so go check out that video, but different roof styles can add so much to your build, and it's definitely good to have a few in your back pocket. I love using these rounded roofs right here for more barn styles or medieval styles, but these ones down here with the more pointed edges can add a lot of definition to your build. Even if the bottom is looking pretty nice, the roof can add more height, more width, kind of whatever you're looking for. So definitely don't skip on roofs. They are an important part of any build. And my fifth and final tip for having better builds in Minecraft is noise. Now, I don't mean screaming at your computer and going, ah, the whole time. No, noise as in making your build look busy, like it's actually being lived in. Adding lore to your builds adds so much to what you're trying to accomplish. So let's take this very basic kind of medieval style house that I built. I used a similar block palette to before using calcite up top. I added a lot of different texture to it down here with the cobblestone, the andesite, and crackstone bricks. And up top with the calcite, I even added white concrete and smooth quartz. And as I go around the side, you can see I added even more texture and detail with some stair blocks to add some depth to the walls and such. I even added some walls right here to kind of add so much more to this build. But let's say that we took this build and added a lot more noise to it. And there we go. So here we have the exact same build. I just kind of copied and pasted it over, but I added in some cobblestone slabs just for the immersion of rocks or gravel kind of lying around. I added in some shrubbery with the spruce, and I also added in just some little stone pillars like this. They serve no real purpose except maybe a little extra lighting with the lantern on top, but you could add so much to your build with just little things like this. And of course, my favorite one that I have is the bone meal to just kind of add grass and flowers around. Path blocks add so much more to the build as well because they kind of give direction of where you want to travel. Added in some barrels and chests to have some storage, but also just to kind of bring your eye and kind of frame this path in with our little wood area. So I have this little stump here that can be used for chopping logs, and then some spruce logs over here with some extinguished campfires, which actually look like bundles of logs in themselves. So just little details like this add so much. So definitely think about adding noise to your builds if you're ever not sure what else you should do. And that is my 5 tips on how to build better in Minecraft. If you guys want to check out any of my other build videos, you can find them at the playlist at the end of this video, or just search for OddManMC, go to my playlist and look for odd builds. There's a lot there, but that is enough for me today, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Always hit that subscribe button and that like button if you like the video, but I will see you later. Always remember the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.